I thought I'd make a video to answer the question of what happens when you get the summoning of notice that you're going to be called to court to adjust your child support, and you might have some questions or issues with this. And what happens in these circumstances is you are often called to a smaller court, and usually you have to turn your taxes in, so both parties have to do that. Often, if you are not able to do your taxes, if you do have a lawyer, you are allowed one extension. So everybody should know these. I am in the state of California, so here in the state of California, please understand that if you do have an attorney, that either party is allowed one extension to file their taxes. And because things happen in life, and we just, somebody gets hurt, somebody gets sick, if you have a trust or just lose your job, whatever, something happens, you can, if you have an attorney, extend it. So you go to court, either party sits down, and you both, just like in divorce court, are to sit up and stand in front of a judge and say, do you understand that this person is wanting to adjust their child support on the such and such hours or visitations? Now, a person cannot just sit here and say, from my own personal experience, well, I want to adjust it because I've been seeing the kids for so many hours. A judge is not stupid. Say, for example, from my own experience, if you have a person that is saying, well, I've seen my child last 10 months every week for, I'm just going to say 10 hours for the last 8 months. Well, it's on record that this person has not seen that child at all for 10 months, but they have been taking the wages out like they have. When you go before that judge and you have the balls to sit here and literally adjust the child support to say, I want to still say that I'm seeing my child, and you voluntarily, in writing on a court website, say that you don't want to see the kid, you haven't seen the kid in 8 months, you're lying to a judge. So what happens when the other party has a lawyer, says, hey, wait a second, this person hasn't seen the child? That's fraud. So I want to tell everybody, if this has happened to you, when you go to child support, the court, if you have, that's why I keep stressing the importance of the court messaging websites. And I know it's hard for me to post these. It's a hit and miss when you have special needs kids. So some week I'll be able to post 3. Sometimes I'll be able to post 1. It's a hit and miss, but I'm going to keep making these and post it all at once. But the court messaging websites really save you, because these people cut their own throats. And so the judge is going to say, Mr. Person or Miss Person, are you willingly on your own not wanting to see this child? Yes. I don't care. And then they'll try to say a reason. Well, the judge is going to say, I don't care about your reason. That's not what this court is about. That's for custody court. This is about payment only. Well, they're automatically, like the snap of a finger, going to have to back pay. They just prove themselves a liar. Now, for the disabled community, they will have to tell that parent, look, you have to help pay for daycare, which they don't like. What I want people to understand, especially those in the special needs community, like myself, because of my situation, I've had to take school off to try and go through master's program because of the stuff that I've been through. When it comes to having autistic children or Downs or any type of kids, it's really hard for us to find daycare of any kind, because my kids are high conflict too, just behavioral issues. So it's not easy for me to just go hire somebody because they're aggressive. Going through a master's or just applying or just going to school is hard. It would be nice if the other parent would actually spend time with the kids. This was so funny with child support. I need, like many other parents, stay-at-home dads, stay-at-home moms, people, those of us that are actually trying to go to school because we really want to have a job, we really want to work full-time. We need you guys to understand that if you sit there and bitch about people not having a job and then lie to a judge, you don't make any sense, because you would actually pay less child support if you actually watched the child so we could go to school, because we actually want to get a damn job. We want to be normal. When you have special needs children, it's very hard to get a job. It's hard to find daycare. So if you actually help support your ex-spouse, and it doesn't matter who the hell cheated, who the hell fought, it doesn't matter anymore. It's been, especially if it's been 5 to 10 years, for God's sakes, let it grudge go. Stop it. Look, if you want to pay less child support, would you please support the person and stop making up BS lies, because you've just proved yourself a liar. Most of us want to actually get a job and look good. We want to move on. We want to be with somebody else. And I don't care who that person is. We want to be normal. Stop throwing us underneath the bus saying how horrible we are. Stop saying, oh, this person wants to be on welfare. This person wants to be on food stamps. No, they don't. Nobody wants to be. But you put that person in that position so you can bitch about them because you're bored with your life. The reality is almost nobody wants to be in that position, because people enjoy being independent. They enjoy buying a car. They enjoy going to the beach. They enjoy going to the park. They enjoy meeting new people. Nobody wants to be made fun of. I don't care who the hell you are. The reality is you have people that are control freaks that like to keep men and women, these are stay-at-home moms and dads, because I've known a lot of people, especially on forums, and there's a lot of special needs forums that are autistic parents that are, dads that are stay-at-home dads to autistic boys and girls. They do everything. They have no support. What are these people supposed to do? Enough is enough. When you go into the court, the judges are getting tired of this. You're going to start paying. So if you don't want to pay as much, why don't you babysit your kid? Why don't you say, you know what, if you don't want to pay as much, why don't you say, you know what, when you go to school, I can watch these nights, you can go to night class. That is awesome. That is so much help. Or if you're going to get an internship, okay, if your intern is like 20 hours, I can actually help with those hours. So I'll watch the child during your internship, because that actually will help your ex get a job. Do you understand the frustration it is? Because all you're doing is promoting the concept of the image that people that stay home don't want to do anything. It's the complete opposite. People that stay home work their ass off. But people that stay at home with special needs kids work even harder. And we don't have any support. And all people, stay-at-home moms and stay-at-home dads, they're all really amazing people. But unfortunately, those of us with autistic kids, bipolar kids, Downs, anybody, all of us, any type of special needs child, all of us as a community really, really have a hard time in specific situations. And one of them is in divorce, because one parent always takes off and doesn't want to look back. And when you try to work with them, I'm sorry, I see it over and over, they do stuff like this, and they crucify the person that is taking care of the kid. So when you go into the child support court system, I'm just letting certain people know, if you try this, you need to understand, if you try to change your child support and you're not seeing the kid, and if it's in writing that you're not seeing the kid, and if you admit it, but you're telling child support office that you are, guess what? That's a lie. And you're in trouble. Because that means the other parent is basically a free daycare. That's not okay, especially when they're trying to go to school, trying to do something. Most of us are not sitting around eating bonbons. Most of us are working really hard. Nearly everybody is. That's just the TV talking. If you go to the average stay-at-home parent, and like I said, there's a lot of dads now that are stay-at-home because they need to. All of us work hard, and especially those in the special needs community. We would like to go out. Some of us would like to have a 9-to-5 job just to feel normal. You know what I mean? Just a break. We love our kids. I love my kids, but the idea of a 9-to-5 job is just a dream. God, this is something I would love to do. You know what I mean? And it will happen. But when you have people like this, that when you go there, it's you you just laugh and why would you do this? It's hard to get inside their mind because then they look foolish. But it happens over and over and over, and it's both genders, and it's happening more. And they sit there and they have the audacity to bitch and say, well, it's you. No, I didn't make you lie for the last 8 months. And now you have to back pay. And then they want to cut how much they pay you. Really? Really? You know, and you easily prove that you're, doing the best you can. Yeah, it's look, lift people up. If you know that people are honestly trying to go to school and get an education, look, if you don't want to pay, help your ex out, man or woman, help them out and watch the kid. If they're trying to get an internship, just ask them the hours. That way they can actually go to school. That's all, that's what a lot of people need. Because daycare costs a fortune, and you can save a lot of money, and the kids benefit from seeing both parents. So rather than playing head games with the kids and the ex, don't do it. Just support them and move on. People get divorced for whatever reason. And you know what? Especially after years, just stop. Just stop with the mind games. Just let people be who they're going to be, and just do it for the kids. And in the end, you'll pay less child support, and the other person can be just as happy. Anyways, that's it. I have to say that because I see more and more people getting in trouble. And the other day I saw somebody being told, hey, when you come back, you're going to be coming back for a hearing to go, because you're going to be arrested. You're looking at going to jail. He was going to be arrested. They said, when you come back, you might be going to jail. That was a person before me. I wasn't in trouble. The other person was. Do you people really want to go to jail for playing games with judges? They're tired of this. Just be honest. And if you don't have the money, there's nothing wrong with that. Just work it out, because a lot of people don't ask for that. What they want is your time and your help. They just want your help. Stop playing games. It's not worth it.